free or anything. They're just smaller, so they have a smaller amount of like, heavy hitters. Like, Japan, NA, EU, Australia, Singapore, they all have very strong players. Very strong players.
Yes.
It's just a matter of how many. Like Japan having the most, they have a very lively scene. And he's got Brian. He's got Brian on the stage. That's Brian Senpai, another Singapore player. One of their best players. I think he's like first or second on their PR. He brought a picture of him, and he's like getting pictures with everyone because Brian wanted to take pictures with everyone. Sadly, he could not be here in the flesh, but his spirit is here on the stream, holding his wrist, supporting his thumbs up, giving a Mutat thumbs, Mutat mid-low. I can't tell they're having difficulties or they're just talking.
Looks like a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Maybe both. Generally tends to be a blend of both, my experience. Yeah, Ryan is a newer player for sure. Singapore in general is a scene that sprouted up more recently, probably the most recent of all, like the established scenes. And he's again been at the forefront, like making sure that like they get locals and stuff. I don't know what that means, but what Ryan just did. But like making sure they have locals and places to practice and like hone their skills. He's like a, how would you put it? Like talking to him about the game is like accessing Singapore's like understanding of the game. It might not be what everyone agrees with. There's arguably like, you could argue like, Joker's like maybe their strongest player or something like that. But just talking to him, he has a general, you kind of get a general idea of what his region thinks about the game because he's just kind of in the center of it and leading it. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And again, I'm interested to see how he applies that against Jukem.
Both players are currently picking their character in support.
Ryan probably gonna go. Ryan plays a plethora of characters, but his main is definitely Lucario. I would be surprised if he picked a different one.
Well, let's see. Gengar? Oh, Gengar! Okay,
why do I say things? Why do I do this? Singapore is a very counter-pick heavy region. Okay. I was gonna say Singapore though is a very counter-pick heavy region. They've just please stop. What are you doing? But they're very open to just playing different characters. They're not as much like loyalists for the most part, or at least they have more a higher percentage of like counter pick based players. Like they're like, this match is supposed to be good, I'll just play this matchup. They'll just learn that matchup instead, which is again, it's just a different way to approach the game. It's very interesting. It's very cool. Ryan trash talking right at the beginning of the match, as always, in jest, of course. He likes to put on this brash persona, like, oh yeah, you're not playing this character? Well, you're about to get freed up, buddy boy.
Round one.
And this is a matchup that Jukem actually is very, very confident in. This is one of his, I want to say, it's at least his most talked about matchup at this point. He's been promoted this matchup's even for a long time.
Old combo from Jukem.
Yeah, lots of reward off the CA. That's a really like interesting thing that like Boyan has. He gets so much reward off his CA, and it's a pretty decent CA.
Yeah.
Not something a lot of people talk about. It's very, very, very rewarding. Jukem using his signature support. He always runs the support. Ryan.
Good stuff from Ryan jumping over it.
Yeah, Nyterra getting out of that.
And stuffing it. That shows how good Employment's counter attack is.
Definitely, yeah. If anyone knows how to use the counter attack as well, it's definitely Jukem. He gets so much off of that in a lot of matchups.
Both players continue to trash talk each other.
It's just Nyterra.
Yeah. Just Nyterra.
Oh, is that a sideway? Okay, no.
Plus
Jukem playing very safe.
Correct.
Not gonna get hit. Oh, that's gonna be an anti-air. This shouldn't kill. Oh, he's not even gonna pick it up. He's gonna put him at 1 HP through chip.
Oh, and the steal win. Right next to the ground to be safe.
Yeah, that's a trick Jukem loves to do. He loves to jump into the air with Empoleon and field phase, and then like right as he's landing, just do a steel wing. And it's like, because normally when someone jumps in field, like a lot of characters like to counterattack. It's like, these are pretty laggy, so if they land, I can just release it. It's really good in field. But he's like, no, die. He punishes you for that. It's a neat little trick he's got in his pocket.
Oh, both players in the air right in front of each other's faces.
I feel like these guys have had like more airtime than like the last 3 matches combined in field phase.
All counterattack on into a charge force bomb. That
Very
is
good.
very nice.
Very good. Optimizing on his damage. Very, very well. Very good awareness. Ooh.
That was a very great bone rush, but it's working out in Ryan's favor.
Yeah, I didn't think about that before. Using Bone Rush, because if it hits you out of, or if it hits Empoleon out of his Aqua Jet, it's going to get a juggle going. That's a lot of damage.
And places Empoleon in the corner too, making it very difficult.
Definitely, yeah. Lots of positional advantage as well as a lot of damage.
And another steam speed from
E-speed.
Ryan.
You're not jumping out of my corner. This is your home now. But you left anyway, so
Wow, it's going to be a
Delayed
lot
the
of
inevitable.
damage. Oh, deciding to go for the reset.
yeah. Jukem again is a very strong player, so we'll assume that was an intentional reset. He made it work. He got the game. Game 1 goes to Jukem. I wonder what Nyterra's going to do to adjust to this, because it seems like Jukem, again, very, very good understanding of this matchup. He's talks about this matchup all the time and why it's even, why Empoleon doesn't do bad again. Doesn't do bad in this matchup, so he has to know so much about it.
I know you were saying just earlier that Singapore is a very counterpick heavy region, so perhaps you may see a counterpick.
Yeah, we might. We definitely might. If one person here is gonna counterpick, Nyterra is one of them.
Yes. Ryan Nyterra.
Yeah. It's weird calling him Nyterra. I usually call him Ryan. But I'm a commentary now. Nyterra, very talkative person. He likes to just he likes to just be fun. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He loves to just talk during the match and everything. He loves to banter. All of it respectful, of course. Again, they're friends. We're rooming together. Like, it's all cool and stuff like that. Very playful though. Very playful. Very tongue-in-cheek.
So Jukem is up 1-0 now. Deciding to go for the full homing attack. Ooh, and a very strong 8x there.
Interesting for Nyterra to not just take the shield break this early on. Just that homing, because there's not a lot of meter to be lost at this point, but he wants it. Maybe feeling like that's his out in this matchup. Like
Yeah,
he
Bobby was
really wants
twitching,
the meter.
a little bit nervous there. That's most likely.
Yeah. Oh, very good though. Very good bone rush.
bone
Finding
rush.
that opening. He has to run with this now. I think a fireball.
Oh, and very nice slide from Jukem to avoid that oversphere.
Yeah, that follow-up to that slide does so much chip and shield damage. It is slow enough. You can react to it, but it catches so many people off guard. It can be hard. It can be hard a lot of times to react to it because he does it at an unexpected time.
And we see there Jukem. Jukem's Empoleon dates in like a figure skater, avoiding all those attacks, jumping over, then going for the Aqua
Yeah.
Jet to end the round.
Yeah, Jukem's movement with this character, it's an extension of himself. He's so comfortable with this character. He's just side swapping whenever he wants, and that's something that Empoleon can do that a lot of characters can't. He can just kind of choose what side he wants to be on.
Exactly.
Yeah, very, very good tool that like Jukem loves to make full use of. But this is Jirachi Lucario. Alistair somewhere is taking a swig of apple juice. Doesn't know why. Lots of damage. All that damage, and he's still in this corner, and that's not going to be dead, but it's going to be really
Is it
close. Never mind, I'm a liar. I forgot. It's 150.
Lucario, full power.
Is it 150 base? It's 150 base, or is yeah. Okay,
so.
yeah. I was off. Yeah, that is 195 then.
Yep, Lucario's grab is an example of a grab that gets powered up in this back and forth.
Yeah, there's a handful of grabs in this game that get powered up a lot in burst. And Lucario's being one, and Lucario being the guiltiest of using it, I would say.
Yeah.
A lot of people have some words to say about his grab and burst. Jukem finding an opening. Gonna get his pressure going.
Nice
Letting him
block.
get out of the corner. That was interesting. He kind of let him get out of the corner and then just watched him. Like, what are you gonna do? What can I? What are you gonna do? He thought that, or he knew that like, Nyterra's gonna be like, all right, I got out of the corner, but he's gonna try and like catch me, so I'm gonna like get a little fidgety, and he caught him for trying to CA, getting a little.
Let's not forget it's currently 1-0 for Jukem, and both have won one game so far, and Nyterra's on his last breath here, so
Oh,
is that burst
and that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
That's gonna be it.
And Jukem just walking up, just raw burst attacking. Doesn't even care. Jin's popping off. Yeah, that was 2-0. That's the end of the set.
Yep, 2-0.
Yeah, Jukem was so confident. He like bursted. He was like, you know what? This is the worst burst attack in the game. I'm just gonna walk him and do it though. It's a grab. You're gonna
Good
block.
sportsmanship
You're
from
scared. You're scared of me. He was right.